My family, I'm willing to bet my back is not to that door, that main entrance. It gives me the goosebumps, it gives me chills. The hair on my neck stands up. I have to be able to see who's coming and going. It's kind of built into me, it's trained into me. Now, I'm not saying that when you guys all go out with your family, everybody's got to pile into the booth where you can see the front door, right? But what I'm saying is just as you're walking in, take it into consideration. Look around, see where those other exits are. See who's sitting there. See, is there that row of windows from the station nightclub fire that if something happened, you could smash out and get out of there. Don't get stuck in that brain of, I came in this way, I have to go out that way. Right? If somebody's out there at the box office with a gun shooting, we're not going out that way. We're finding another way out. Right? So don't get stuck in the mentality of, came in that way, gotta go out that way. Avoid, deny, defend. So avoid the situation at all costs if you can. Situational awareness.
The technology to notice it's on the chart that you have there.
I want to talk about this video real quick. This is a Panama City School Board meeting. All right? This is what we call situational awareness and being aware of your surroundings. Listen to it, we'll talk about it, but it's kind of hard to hear in the beginning. What actually happens during the school board meeting is the husband of a disgruntled or a fired employee gets up. You'll see that the board kind of sits, if they were in front of you, sits like this. He gets up and walks up right next to the individual who's sitting on this side and spray paints on the wall. A big giant circle and then a V in it, and pulls out a gun. Watch people's reaction in the audience. That denial phase. They're sitting there. If I'm in a meeting and somebody's getting up and spray painting on the wall and starts to pull out a gun, I'm out of it. Something's going, this is not right. People just sit there, they watch. There's a point in the video when he's telling people, just get out of here, just go. And watch, the people get their bags, they gotta get their jacket, right? They gotta get my pen. It's unreal. But it's that everything's gonna be okay mentality, that denial mentality, that this isn't happening. Get out of there. You can come back for that stuff. So again, just watch it and we'll kind of talk about it after.
The chart that you have there, and it's part of the plan that we have and the workshop we're going to have following this meeting, but this will be the first step in that whole process. I have a motion.
Spray paint.
I motion. Everybody in this room on that counter at the road. I want to me, certainly,
This lady here is going to get a jacket, her bag.
Hey, sir. John, just let him talk. He's talking. John, go ahead.
May I help her?
Yes.
May I help her?
It's all right if you help.
May I help her?
Brown, who you are.
I'm gonna die today. Fair my wife.
Can we talk for a minute? Just
I've already been to prison.
Can I ask you a question?
I've already been to prison.
Can I ask you a question? Because I really don't know who you're talking about, to be very honest with you. I have no idea who you're talking about.
She's fired.
I believe that when she said that, but what did she do?
Come on in.
Can you just talk to us a little bit about it? Where did she work at school? Just
He
tell me.
needs some help, but no, he's.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I guess you're one of the cops. Come on in.
Down on the school safety officer. Oh, come on in. You got a reel down there?
Come on in.
Nah, we're gonna wait, man.
He probably doesn't have it.
Tell me what she did. They're calling the police as we speak.
I know that.
You're part of it.
Part of what?
Scam.
Sir, I don't know what you ran.
And to stop taxes, okay? You said we don't need no taxes.
No, that's not
Plenty of money. Then as soon as you got the school system, then you turned around and said, oh, now we need this half-cent sales tax again.
I said we needed to have some sales tax from the very beginning. I campaigned on that. Oh, yes, I did. You can look on the material. I said from the beginning, the have some sales tax is the most equitable way because everybody pays it, not just property owners. But see, here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want anybody to, just listen to me for a minute. I don't want anybody to get hurt, and I've got a feeling that what you want is the cops to come in and kill you because you're mad, because you said you're gonna die. But why? This isn't worth it. This is a problem. Please don't. Please don't. Please.
I'm going to kill you. Don't you understand?
Okay, he never hit anyone on the school board, first and foremost. But think about that, all right? Look at people's delayed response, delayed reaction, stuck in that denial phase. We're not, again, here to Monday morning quarterback anybody. The one lady that kind of comes out of the closet or walkway behind there, a very courageous thing she tries to do by swinging the purse over and trying to knock the gun out of her hand. But you're making yourself another target, right? When these events happen, these people are potentially have some mental instability or something along those lines. This could have been much worse. He didn't have to let all those people get up and leave, but he did, right? He didn't go after the lady that attempted to attack him. He knocks her down. But then another lady comes out of nowhere and wants to help her. Okay, again, very courageous thing to do. But you're making yourself another target, adding to the potential body count. And then, furthermore, she just walks right by the guy out that exit rather than going out the other way. You hear in the background some guy open the door and go, oh, you got a real gun there? That actually happens to be a school resource officer who was on scene. He goes, obviously sees it, goes out to his vehicle, grabs his weapon, and eventually engages the shooter here. All right, but no one was actually struck on the school board when this happened. But it's a good illustration of people's mindset. Just, it's not clicking. They're stuck in that denial phase. Or maybe the idea of somebody spray painting on the wall and pulling out a gun has rocketed their heartbeat up into that point where they don't know what to do because they've never thought about this happening before and they're frozen. They can't figure it out. That happens more often than not, especially when you don't kind of train for these things or think about these things. Some of these drills that we do when we give this training afterwards at these locations, I can say that we've been to one where their protocol is for them to lock the door, right? And it's how they lock the door is by key. And their key goes in on the outside of the door. All right? So, stressful situation. Before we do the scenario, I'm standing up there wearing this, or maybe a sweatshirt, with a gun that's blue. I tell them, I'm going to be the bad guy. It's going to be me. This is what it sounds like, and we shoot like a simunition round, so it's a fake, almost like a paintball round. All right? This is what's going to happen. This is what it's going to sound like. It's going to be me. They take their place. They go ahead and try to, be as normal as you possibly can, knowing that something is going to happen. The drill starts. They need to now engage in that procedure. Lock that door. I passed this person twice in my rounds. Still couldn't get the key in the door. Fine motor skills deteriorate when you hit that high stress situation. So unless you practice it, unless you think about it, you're not going to be able to do it. And that's why we're out here trying to teach everybody to kind of mental script, think about these things. Even if it's as simple as looking at those exits or what you could put in front of a door, anything along those lines, just think about it. Because when the time comes, if you find yourself in that spot, if you haven't thought about it, your blood pressure is going to, your heart rate's going to be through the roof. And are you going to be able to do something? Or are you just going to be stuck there?